Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today's Thursday. We're very close to the finishing of the week. Tomorrow, Friday. We've been, such a very crazy week so far, but we've had a little bit more moves yesterday from the CPI from USA, from USA CPI. So why did, CPI come in as expected, but why did that actually happen? We've had euro dollar moving up and then we had euro dollar moving down. How will this influence, how this CPI that it came actually as expected, but there's a little trick here that I will tell you why it was stronger than what was expected. So I'm gonna tell you that in a second. So before we go any further, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up on this video, and don't forget that today, in 2 hours, I will be live from 5 to 6 p.m. So make sure to register yourself for the webinar. Okay, now, we've had yesterday, and I've talked about the USA CPI, I've talked about the DXY. What is happening? Okay, we saw the CPI came in as expected, the year-over-year, month-over-month, and the core CPI, the month-over-month, and the year-over-year. All of them came in as expected. What is going on? So the CPI year-over-year came in at 2.6% from consensus 2.6%, but the previous was at 2.4%. So that means that inflation is rising on USA, okay? Because if you see this, the previous was 2.4 and now the consensus, and now the actual came in at 2.6. So that means that we have 0.2% higher than what was before. So in a sense, yes, inflation is continuing to grow. Okay. Same goes for the core CPI. Core CPI month-over-month, year-over-year, and the CPI month-over-month didn't have any changes. Now, the other point that I want to bring here is that we still have the Trump trade. The Trump trade is everything completely opposite. Okay. We have very short, on the very short term bonds, like the 1 year bond, going down as euro dollar goes up and then going up as euro dollar goes down. So basically we have US dollar strengthening when when the 1 year goes down, and then we have US dollar weakening when the 1 year goes up. So it's the opposite, because that's the Trump trade. Trump trade is the opposite happening. Okay, I will be able to explain that tonight and with actual representations on the chart. So don't forget to register for the webinar today. We have US dollar index trading above the 106 that I've mentioned about it yesterday. I've mentioned about that if we break through 106, we're going to be chasing higher levels like 107, and that's exactly what that's exactly what is happening right now. We've seen 106 being broke and then retested, and now we're at 106, 676. So most likely we're going to get to 107 very soon. Gold prices has continued to fall. We're trading gold at this moment on $2,559, and as I've mentioned, we've break through the 2,600 and now we're going to 2,500. I've mentioned that as well, so I'm just giving a follow-up so everyone knows. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you're missing those types of videos, so do subscribe yourself. Yes, so just to finalize, one thing that I've been noticing is USD JPY has been crazily going up again, all the way down from 140 now to 155, 156 pretty much. Crazy. US dollar is still very strong. Japanese yen is still very weak. They had the opportunity, as I say, they had the opportunity to try to make the Japanese yen stronger, but they didn't get this opportunity. Well, they've tried, but they couldn't, because the Trump trade is still alive. Guys, I'll see you in a bit. So if you haven't yet registered for the webinar, do it. We're going to be talking about, is that this US CPI coming higher than the previous, actually showing us that we will continue to see the Fed cutting, and we will continue to see the US dollar strong until end of the year. And what are my actual targets for euro dollar, USD JPY, GBPUSD, gold, and etc. All right, I'll see you in a bit, or I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.